Okay, tonight we're going to be looking at how to add a survey. So we're going to I'm going to start my tree this time. And if you want to go to your planner, you would just click planner. And depending on if you want to keep it in this same plan that you've been working in, you can add it here under activities and click create survey. Or you can start here in your tree and click add. Scroll down to survey, click on survey, and then you can title it. Again, I'm going to be using this with Unit 1 or 2. You can use it with Wonders. You can use it with It's Learning. You can use it for feedback on an assessment, on expectations, on, just like classroom culture type stuff. However you feel you want to roll this out to your class as the first opportunity to take a survey. That's up to you. So once you've decided on your topic, you're going to title your survey. So you could title it expectations. I'm going to start with Unit 1 with Wonders and just kind of get feedback from my students on how they enjoyed the poll and getting on It's Learning. Maybe if you have another tool you're using like Moby Max or Burst or RazKids or the leveled readers online, you can just kind of get a quick assessment of how kids feel with those different elements of the program. So please provide feedback about your experience with our first reading unit. And then depending on why you're doing this, it can be anonymous or you can select, not anonymous. For this piece, since it's not something I need for, student achievement, and it's more for me to understand ways I can adjust the learning for students, I'm going to keep it anonymous because I feel like they'll be more open. You want to make sure that you click no here for active, because if it's active, it won't let you actually add the questions yet. So make sure this is no for right now and click save. Now, once you've saved the, template, you want to start adding questions. So you're going to click this blue add questions. You can add yes, no, add multiple choice. Yeah, thanks, I clicked that. Add open survey questions, a matrix question, or of course, delete questions. So we'll do one of each. Let's start with add a yes, no question. Let's start with, has it been easy for you to adjust to, let's say, one-to-one laptop? To not adjust. Let's be kid friendly here. Has it been easy to log in and use It's Learning? Save. Now let's see what that looks like. When the student, if I want to adjust it, I just click back on it. It's easy as that. I don't need to adjust it. Let's do a multiple choice question. Let's say, what is your favorite station so far with Wonders materials? So here you're going to have to be specific. If they're doing leveled readers, if they're doing the audio part at Listen to Reading, you're going to want to be specific about what piece of the content they're accessing in that station. You might even say, what is your favorite component of Wonders material? What is your favorite piece of, whichever grade level you have, you're going to know how to ask your students that question so that you get the response you're looking for and they're not like, what is she asking of me? So you could say, the leveled readers, the shared reading passage, the reading writing workshop book. What else would you have maybe introduced at this point? The audio selection of the reading. These are good choices to start with. You might have introduced more or less at this point, and I would just be specific with what those options are depending on your grade level. And of course, you can talk through this with your students so that they're not, what does she mean leveled readers? This is a no stress survey. This is really just for you to get feedback about the pieces that are working for your class and the pieces that maybe we need to structure differently, depending on your group of students. You can allow multiple answers to be selected, but you did ask favorite, so you could say, the next question could follow up next favorite, least favorite, those kinds of questions, or you can allow them to add multiple. If you do save and new question, it's going to give you another multiple choice question. I'm just going to click save because we're going to do one of each today. So, open survey question. This could also be a question, open-ended response when you're talking about creating a survey that's tailored more towards skill or academic. This is an area where you could do that quickly for that formative feedback. Since we've really stuck mainly with the wonders piece and how it's working in the classroom, let's think of an open-ended question that you could have here for your students to respond to. I see this as maybe actually having them respond with, from the previous question, what is your least favorite and why? Why is that something that sticks out to them as a burden or something that's not comfortable for them to be doing right now in the classroom? So, what is your least favorite aspect of our reading time? Please explain. Obviously, if they don't explain, you're not going to have the opportunity to correct it. And that's what this is for this early in the year. We don't want to do something that's ineffective for the whole year for our students. And then add a matrix question. So this comes to them being able to have the rows and the columns. So for the primary, you might just totally eliminate this matrix because it may be a little overwhelming, especially early in the year. You might just have yes, no questions. I'm just doing this as an example so you know the 4 kinds of questions you can add to a survey. Sticking with our theme of feedback about Unit 1, let's think about a question we could, this could also be that least favorite, but have it on a continuum, agree, disagree. Let's talk about whole group and stations here, since they can choose from multiple columns and rows. So we said 2 columns, 2 rows. Let's say, please answer the following questions with whether you agree or disagree. So let's say here, whole group instruction helps me to know what I need to be practicing in or during literacy stations. Agree, disagree. I know the goal for each literacy station. Agree, disagree. Again, this will give you feedback on whether or not you can follow up with your students about, if they're saying they disagree, they don't know the goal for each literacy station, we need to work on the template, the task card, whatever, so that they know before they go there that's what the objective is. So save. And now you've got your survey. So let's look at our survey. Activate.